Hello everyone, SpeeDMan here, back with episode 3 of our Let's Learn Civilization 6 Herald of Drada, or Norway Run. So we're going to go in, get ourselves started here. So where we left off in the early classical era, we're on an offensive religious position right now, putting pressure on
From
on
humble
Brazil,
beginnings, you have shown
which is good. It's
remarkable
going to give us
growth.
something to work with here.
Leave your bronze for iron,
Um,
and rule
it's
with
exciting.
horse and sword. The sky above begins to reveal its secrets, a collection of heaven that uplifts our hearts and guides us to foreign shores. All men fear the approach of your ships, King Harold of Norway, Thunderbolt of the North. Your longboats dominate. Mysticism is the mistake of an accidental and individual sinner.
The good thing is building pressure in a lot of these areas is now establishing me as a predominant religion in this part of the region. So that's really important. Um, Converting another city and then getting more cities converted and then taking care of. This is good. I mean, what I'm doing there is it's giving me the structure I need to really develop a strong presence in the region. Now here I'm going to go theology. I would like to get temples because the option for me to eventually build, so in this case, the stave church is essentially my version, I want to say my personal, obviously, but the Norway's version, unique version of the temple and building unique to Norway. I'm required to purchase apostles and inquisitors with faith. Holy site districts get additional standard adjacent bonus from woods, +1 production to each coastal resource tile in the city. So basically that's going to give +1 and +2 additional adjacency. So putting this one here is not going to gain anything. That's okay. That one's getting its adjacency from the Mount Roraima. But just in general, this could be good. Now, the +1 production in these tiles is also good. Gaining a little bit of production here is going to make these tiles just add more production tempo to the city. We have good growth tempo for food, but production right now is limited. You know, we could use more. We could use more right now. At this point in the game, we could definitely use more. If I were to go settle into that, so this setup as it currently stands is probably as good as I need it to be. That's one turn out. I'm going to want to take this settler card out. And I would like to focus on maybe a little more faith, a little more gold income. I should have taken the, yeah, that was a oopsie. I realized when I rushed it, I should have taken that out. That's fine. That's no big deal. But important thing is this guy here, you just keep exploring. And finish turn. Get that next city here. Considering what I've seen here, I'm going to go masonry. I need to build walls. It's looking like it's going to be a problem soon here, so seeing enough military presence and other things that are just going to indicate to me that I should just be a little wary here. So early game religion, develop the religion to where I'm a dominant force in this area. That's going to exert pressure throughout this whole region. So that's what I want. Just being proactive here, trying to be a little bit more ahead of the curve, so to speak. That'll finish that one off. And I eventually, honestly, need to start finding some... well, I want to be using of that. It's going to give you some arrow score to work with. He doesn't like me. I could tell. He's not a fan of me. He's not happy with us. Mutual open borders. He has some grievances against us. They're about to be gone, so that's fine. Grievances are about to go away. It's going to give us a little bit of bonus, and that should make them eventually neutralize a little bit.
Imagine todas as conquistas surpreendentes.
So you're going like full wide here. So topping your religion will be the first way I kind of get in control of what's going on here. Because the more cities that follow my religion, eventually I'm going to get to a point where I'm really going to need to eventually like really take full control. So Stavanger is a good city. Right off the bat, that's going to give me a nice bit of grow tempo here with this 3 food tile. I'm going to want to, let's see here. Campuses and holy sites aren't going to be good. A +3 here is going to be very highly valuable. The thing is, I would not want to place the +4 there. That's locked in. I need to be in open waters, not locked waters. Locked waters would actually only harm my growth at this point. Eventually, yes, I am going to need to get enough growth to pick up a nice theater square here. That way I can start working on great people. What I'm going to do is actually, I am going to go ahead and get the general basis for, let's see here. So I can do 1, 2, 3. Commercial hub here. Government plaza. Actually, no. Government plaza here. Then commercial hub here. I'll leave that there just so I remember like the setup here. And could probably do a campus here. That wouldn't be a bad campus. That would probably be like a +3, probably +2 or 3 campus. So that'll give me a nice little bonus to work off of. Thank you very much. a lot of value. Let's keep on building that pressure. More cities that I make it harder for him to eventually grow and develop his infrastructure, the better it is. Better it is long term. I could do more with that. The reason I chose to take the Diplo favor instead of building more grievances is that he's going to eventually use those grievances against me. I want to be friendly with him. And the reason for that is I can do more with that in the long term. So I'm going to send a delegation. Or no. All right. I respect it. Respect the hustle. Let's see. That is going to be the first naval challenge this game. So that's going to convert. So already, you know, good religious dominance here. He has a good bit in this lower area. It's to be expected. He's trying to spread hard, so he's going south. The thing is that when he spreads south, he's eventually going to be spreading himself thin, because the thing is that he's going to be losing control in these other areas. Eventually, I'm going to get to where basically the goal is every city that has a holy site, I convert into something I'm going to use. So, for example, this city here, which belongs to Salvador, that's going to be the next city that I eventually get this going. So, you know, in 11 turns, I'm going to be losing that golden age. It's important that I basically maximize the benefits that I can have. So I may go ahead and start moving them preemptively forward. And now that I've got my 3 cities to start off with, I can eventually build this trio up. I'm going to build another city here. Going to build some stuff up north here. If it's a big enough island, you know, build a couple cities here. Build, you know, build right here. Or actually, you know, I could build here. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll delete that. I'll go city here. And then another city here. And that'll cover that. So now I'll be in a better position to work off of here. It was really important that I got this golden age, because a golden age, or golden classical age, basically, or classical golden age rather, gives me a lot of tempo from the religion standpoint. You know, I wasn't going to go for it normally, but I decided that this would make sense from a general strategy standpoint. We're going to go ahead and use this to buy a missionary. And let's see, it's going to take you 7, 8 turns to get near. And I'm going to exert more pressure on this city. The reason I want to do that, and see now he's buying more of these units, he's basically trying to take back the control. So the more I keep exerting more of that pressure, the more I'm forcing him into essentially a state of lower activity. There's not really much of anything I could do to get a really good era here. That's the problem with getting a golden age, is that it buffs, or not buffs, but it makes the requirement for even a normal age so much higher. So for me, having 25 to have to get, you know, 20 at minimum, basically right off the bat, means that there's not much I could do at this point in the game currently. You know, I'm not able to build a lot of wonders. You know, yes, I can build these guys, and that will produce, you know, a good 5 or 6, but I still need to produce 13 in 9 turns. So that's 5 or 6 out of that. Then, you know, the other means of growth are still pretty darn limited. Can't really do a whole lot with that at the current phase of the game.
Your Grace.
When wasteful war...
There we go. Neutralize that city. And then if I can bring him down in time to control this city, then it will put me in enough of a position where I could really like develop. You are going to buy a granary. And this is going to be a low food or low production city. So that's where having, you know, a holy site with the means to produce additional not only faith but food income is really important, because 6 food right here in this city is going to break it to a state where it's really going to grow. You know, it's going to grow up to even 4 population, and that's all I need is 4 population. In this city, 4 population here is going to be really important in the early to mid game, because then getting this harbor here, eventually these other tiles will start to populate and they will actually have some value. So that's okay. Like, that's not bad. It's definitely it's a workable position. These guys I'm going to take up north. Not really concerned about those guys yet. Let's see. That's 1 faith. So I'm going to be getting basically not even 3 faith per turn. What did that? Oh, that's right, God King. 1 faith and 1 gold per turn. That just got erased. Not the end of the world. For sure going to put this back on. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Boost my faith income a little bit. That's going to be the way I boost it up. And then I will take that off. That's useful. It's definitely useful. And then I'll probably save gold to get a trader. Trader wouldn't hurt. Reduce the cost of purchasing a tile. Not buying many tiles. I'm not getting a lot of builders. I'm not going to do much with that. A weird situation, because really at the moment I can't do much with much of this. Yeah, that's the thing. However, the stave church here will actually provide more adjacency bonuses, and that's going to make this actually like a pretty decent setup here. So I'm going to go, let's see here, Viking Longship into stave church. I'm going to take the L here and go with a dark age here. I can deal with that, but I would like to get a lighthouse here so the food production is better on these tiles. Eventually start expanding these tiles. I would hope Auckland is in this game. If Auckland's in this game, I'm going to just nab certainty of that as fast as possible. The +1 production and eventually plus another production in the industrial area for all coastal tiles here would be extremely beneficial, or extremely highly beneficial. So I'm going to go ahead and go recorded history. I'm going to take the governor title. The governor title I'm going to go into is probably going to either be Amani or Susan T. I already have Susan T here, so that's not a problem. And then maybe get Susan T here or take this one here. The bonus resources, developing like amenities that has some value for a situation where you need it. I could also develop more. I could develop more settlers. In the next era, I'm going to probably do that. This is about to be a 6 population city. It's not far off getting into 7 population. Actually, the good thing is in this case is that it has enough tempo for growth tempo that it is able to do that. So that's not a problem. In additional, look, I mean, the gold income right now is really, really solid. I'm gaining a lot per turn. Okay, so she actually values it. He also values it. Okay, so not much else I could do in this era. I mean, really at this point, really just getting these things worked on is key. Definitely, this is definitely not a bad Huey Teocalli. He's using his charges, I'm using mine. Apadana. And see, now he's friendly. So I'm going to take advantage of that while I can. And then I'm going to basically just milk the value out of that. I mean, just for a second, take a look how many cities he has. So that and that are both were city-states. Those are new cities. So I mean, he's like exploded his empire. His military strength isn't really anything crazy to scoff at. It's decent, but it's just he's taken over weak areas essentially and been very, very quick to do so. And sometimes that is how it goes. And it's annoying because Kandi's in a situation where he'd be trying to declare war against it, and I don't want that. I need Kandi. Four turns till next era. And put more pressure here. So far it's good. Nice little bastion of pressure here. Some heavier cities here. He doesn't have as much to work with. That's the thing when it comes to, I don't have very much either, but I'm limited by cities. He's limited by, being the fact that he's an AI. I can strategize in different ways. I can move things around. And that's where the AI in this game, they develop so many buffs that make them really, really strong, is that intelligence wise, they're limited in certain ways. So that's where as a player, you can gain a lot of advantages by just playing smart, by just being aware of your situation and finding ways to essentially extract value. Like here, I'm not going to buy another missionary yet. I'm going to wait until I get an apostle, so that way I can either evangelize belief or I can use that as a way to engage in combat. I am going to eventually develop a navy. That will be one of the main goals. but it's not a major issue at this stage of the game. Really getting my infrastructure built up, you know, is really key. So by like say turn 115, I need to have another 2 cities down, preferably another city here, another city here, you know, really just setting up the core infrastructure that I need. I need to have those basic things sorted out. And in order for that to be successful, I need for that to be at a decent rate. I need that to happen fairly quickly. So I may actually consider moving Reina to one of these smaller cities. Just expanding more territorial outreach, you know, would be good. Let's see here. So that's 1. It's 2, 3. So that's 6 gold per turn. That's 2. So I'm losing 2 gold per turn, but I'm actually going to gain more. So Reina, I'm going to reassign you to Stavanger. I want you to go ahead and just to develop a presence there. I need to expand more tiles. I need some of these tiles around here. I need to get, you know, especially these tiles here. These are the first 2 tiles I'm going to develop. Yes, they would technically be a better harbor from an adjacency bonus standpoint, but I cannot do, I basically I can't do a dang thing, you know, by putting it here. That's why I'd rather put it here in open seas. And that's typically the thing in the game, is that it can offer you better adjacency bonuses sometimes, but it's not about the adjacency bonus really. It's about what you could do with it. And that's where the AI sometimes may be limited, to my understanding. So it's like, it's important as a player to be adaptable to some of those kind of conditions.
Our people still await your command. We have.
So yes, I fell into a dark age. Brazil went into a normal age. That is okay for me. And then I will go into, since I'm going to get that done, I'm going to get that boost. I'm going to mine a resource. Okay. Right off the bat. That way I keep them on this and just start plucking away at some of these guys. It would just give me some XP, let them keep healing up, and just kind of passively, you know, pick up some stuff that I could do. Opening up more advanced promotion and your governor contact. So lighthouse will be good. Really at this stage, I feel like it would also, the lighthouse will help. Free inquiry. Let's see here. Scientist is the often picked choice. Writer, engineer. Trade route set to the chosen player. Cool. And cool. I'll start off with a kill there. Not to worry, they're not going to be able to kill me in time. I'll just move them back and heal them up. This will be good. And then you are going to move back in. I'm actually gonna save up the gold for the shrine here. I can do more with the shrine than I can with the trader. Own 2 galleys. I need to let that boost, so I'm going to go for maybe that, or let's see here. Go into wheel. There are not any hills. Yeah, I mean, an oracle would be nice. Yeah, I could build it there, but the problem is an oracle there is not going to be as much value. It's not that it's not going to have any value. It's just in that position, it's not going to do very much for me. If you want to confirm. Yeah, it'd be better to build like the oracle there. It's a good chance that the oracle may not be built this game. If it's not already being focused on. It's a specific direction for the AI to take, so a lot of them might be taking like different trees, you know. And, you know, I would say the only person I would be really on a threat for would be the religious civs. Yeah, heck, you know, I can take a look and see what they have, and I'll know if it's pretty obvious. No results. So probably the other civ that is in that region. Since that is complete, I will go for a shrine. I need to just pick up the tempo. Have to get 10 to get into a normal age. We're gonna rest and repair. That is gonna get done next turn. I'm already kind of committed to it. I should have actually purchased that. That'd have been more valuable, but it is what it is. Here, let's get a trader going. Interesting. So I can be friendly with all of them, which is good. You know, 11 gold per turn for what will be essentially for the rest of the game a permanent two increase on both of those things is actually really nice. Can I give you some Diplo favor for that? So 30 Diplo favor for that, 7 gold per turn. That's fine. Maybe that could be how I really that you're not even really doing the whole religion thing. Not even doing a religion thing, and yet you're just you want to hold on to it.
In addition to bringing riches to our civilization,
The thing is that that's going to give me a nice trade route to work with, and it's also going to put more pressure on this, and that's what I want. Okay, so it is time that I deal with you since you're going to be a problem here, Mr. Barbariano. Because you're going to literally pillage everything. Yeah, there's a barb camp up there. So the problem is if I declare war on him, it's like I can't do much. And that harbor's getting killed. Dude, that sucks. I just got done with that. Not much I can do. I mean, just is what it is. Just unfortunate because just started developing that. I should have dealt with the barbs earlier. That was just trying to work on other things.
Don't reinvent.
I didn't realize I had a freaking barb camp literally on this area that whole time. Wow. Okay. Well, that yeah, that explains it. That is what it is. I'm also getting a permanent increase in my culture right now, and that's kind of need that. Iron mine, I just don't have iron. Yeah. He's got both of them. There's a whole lot I could do with that. So I will get this boosted. Well, you have the infrastructure for wonder building. That's you better be, you know, like you have no excuse at this point in the game to not be producing wonders.
cannot imagine any condition.
I take Embolon. You are going to help start clearing this crap out. Man. Go ahead and get started on that. Alright, this quadroom is just asking to die, so it's time to go ahead and just deal with that. And we'll go back so you come to me, and then I have tempo on you. These are all good tiles. Okay. That's definitely a good place to go ahead and stop at. Well, everyone, I want to thank you for your time. We'll be back with another episode of our Let's Learn
History
series.
is the version of past
And
events
from
that
there, we're
people
going
have
to continue
decided
on.
to agree
So
upon.
next episode, look forward to a few more things we'll be working on. All right. Thank you, everyone. SpeeDMan out.